All right, everybody, and welcome. And well, today I want to actually just ask you guys some questions about 4 GB cards since the DAG file and what exactly you guys are doing. I'm just going to have a look and I'll tell you what I did with mine and how it's working out for me so far. But eventually, here we are. We got our 4 GB card here, our 580. It is sitting at 22.97 mega hash. So that has dropped quite a bit from 30. About a week before, you started noticing each epoch it dropped about 2 mega hash. Then when the 4 DAG actually hit, we dropped down to about 25, and it looks like we dropped down again, sitting at 22.97, so roughly 23 mega hash. And we got an update here. I wonder what this is all about. More DAG file stuff. What is this? Proved NVIDIA OC overclocking with delay can be useful for NVIDIA 3000 series OC. A delay. I wonder if that could help. I don't know if you guys seen my past 2-3 videos when I was doing our 3060 test with the Zotac, getting that bug on the when you're loading the DAG file with your overclock on, you actually just get a ton of rejected shares. But if you load it with the overclocks on stock, no overclocks, and then you put in your overclocks after the DAG file is loaded, that you actually will start getting your accepted shares and you won't be getting any rejected shares. Like some type of bug there, only on the Zotac card because the Gigabyte was okay. But here it looks like an overclocking delay. So I don't know, I wonder, I'm going to have to play around with this later and see what's going on here. But that's interesting. You can set your overclocks with the delay if I'm reading this right. That way it could load the DAG and then automatically after X amount of time load your overclock by itself, which would be good on reboots and resets and whatever else. So yeah, anyway, totally not what this video is about, but I thought I'd check out that because there was an update. So anyway, yeah, let's get back to what we were doing. So yeah, we were looking at 4 GB cards. Now what I initially did is I kept this one to test so I can see what goes on with this DAG file and everything. We just had a little change there, but so I had 8 4 GB cards. I split up my rigs. We've seen that in a previous video when I was getting ready for this DAG file thing. But now I have an open frame. So anyway, I actually sold 7 of my 4 GB 570s, and with those I turned around and I bought 2 3060s. So I literally swapped 7 4 GB cards for 2 3060s. Now I'm going to go through some profitability here and I'm going to see if it was a good choice or not. So what if it was worth it? And all I actually, I don't know what's going on here. But as I'm going away, I want to ask what you guys are doing. Are you guys still mining with your 4 GB cards? Ethereum is still profitable, as you can see here. Even with that hash rate at 7, this is what I'd be getting right now still with those cards. I'll be pulling $7.62, but that at 6.8 cents, I guess, kilowatt hour. But that's another thing I wanted to talk about is power. There's a lot of people that like to run their cards at the maximum amount of mega hash and not really efficient. And I'm going to kind of play in those numbers here and try to explain to you how they do work out. But if you don't pay for power, you have super cheap power. It doesn't really matter. But anyway, here we are. So I have 6.8 cents power. So right now, looking at these, I'd be making $7.62. And right here on the all settings are same. Yeah, this is with the 3060s. I'm at 645. So I would be making more with the 570 4 GB cards currently. But there's one thing that comes into play. Now I have distribution fees on top of my power here. So my power, can't even remember the whole house and everything because I mine in the basement, was like $138 for the month. And then I know some of you big guys are like, what? That's it? I have like $2,000. Well, I'm sorry. I'm small. I'm trying to grow. Just bear with me. And I'm just trying to document as I go. And when I learn stuff, I try to relay the messages that I discover myself. But anyway, so I'm at 0.68 cents and I have distribution fees. And my distribution fees is based like your kilowatt hour. The amount of power you use, you get into a higher bracket. But my distribution fees were higher than my power bill. And when I worked it out, I actually ended up, for my mining power, it turned out to be 15 cents. So I'm going to look at some numbers here based on this. So here we are, we're making $5.92 now instead of the 7 something, $8.80 before power. So if I was free power, sweet. If I had free power, I would be mining on these constantly, but I don't. I am thinking about trying to get in some solar sometime, but that's a totally different topic right now. So 592. So I'm going to punch in the same numbers here for the 3060s because they are an amazing, efficient card. And I'm just going to have a look here. So here we're pulling in 582 with these two cards and 592 here. So there we go. We are making almost as much. So my straight swap around just straight up looks good to me on paper anyway. Like I said, let me know what you guys are doing below and if you guys plan on getting 3060s or whatever. But yeah, so 582 versus 592. Now, if I take this, because I'm using less power, that might actually bring that bracket down. And I might say be at like 512. 512, 513. I'm going to go with 12. So I'm just going to look at 512 here because I'm not using as much power. So that fee is actually going to come down. So now I'm at 601. Well, we're at 592 here. So now, instead of spending more on electricity, that electricity is coming back to me and into as profits. So that is a plus on my side, I believe. Now, one thing's sure, ultimately, these 4 gig cards, they are going to die right off. Gone. So now we're off Ethash altogether. No more Ethereum. Now it's like Ethereum Classic, Raven Coin, but look where we are now. 84 cents. And this requires more power. And if you're running SATA, get rid of SATA right now. You're going to melt them. I think Red Panda melted something on Kapow on one of his videos back in the day, but yeah, just watch out for SATA, especially with Ravencoin on 580s. Use your 6-pin. But yeah, so this might even, because this uses more power, this might even go up more. I'm not going to change it because I don't know for sure, because I'm not going to do this because I sold those cards. And this 4 gig one, I'm probably just going to give away or something. I don't know. It's just, to me, not worth it. But there's some more that's going to come into play here because we have these profitabilities now. Now, when all the 4 gigs drop off, they're going to flood these networks. So this is going to drop even more by the time that happens. But look at Ethereum Classics, down to 30 cents. Like, no. Well, it is profitable if you want to go, like, say that crypto market crashed and this is what Ethereum's worth. Or it's not 2.0 yet and then everything completely crashes. But we'll talk about that when the time comes or closer to it. But yeah, so 30 cents for Ethereum Classic. Ravencoin at 84 cents. Well, here I am with my two 3060s at $6.01. And I actually ordered another 3060. So I'm going to have 3 pretty soon. So that's pretty sweet. And I actually want 12 of them so I can fill up that complete rack. So yeah, that's my plan. Anyway, I think I made a really good trade-off. Let me know what you guys think, if the trade-off was worth it. Would you do the same trade-off? And if you haven't yet, are you going to sell your 4 gig cards? Because who knows, pretty soon that market might be flooded with 4 gigabyte cards and you won't even be able to give them away. Look at that, down here we're in the negatives. But free power, then it wouldn't really matter. You'd still be making almost $5 on Raven if you had solar or something. $3.18 on Ethereum Classic still, but power comes into play here. Let's see, like, some people have 2 cents. Like, would it matter if you're on 2-cent power? I don't know who has 2-cent power in China or something. Look at that. Okay, if you have 2 cents kilowatt hour and no distribution fees, oh, sorry guys, no distribution fees. I almost sneezed there, but then it is, well, it's worth mining. I take $4.34 per day on 4 gigabyte cards all day on Ravencoin. Then again, this is going to drop when the hash rate flows in, but yeah, that's just what I did. I'm curious and want to know what you guys did. So just let me know in the comments below. And I just wanted to share what I did on my idea of swapping over my cards, because I did not think that it's going to be worth mining on 4 gig cards anymore, especially when they fully do drop off Ethereum and decide to flood the network. But yeah, just wanted to point that out there. So thanks for watching, guys, and just let me know what you guys are doing down there, what you plan on doing. Did you guys get any 3000 series cards yet? How are they working for you? And has anyone experienced that